right, our next guests are a group of women who are on a mission to help change the future for Black distance runners in D.C., especially when it comes to addressing hair as a barrier to fitness. Last year, they founded a group called RUNGRL. It's an online platform that provides community and resources for Black women distance runners. And later this week, they do have a special event to help bring attention to reducing hair as a barrier to fitness for Black women. But before this important discussion begins, RUNGRL co-founders Dominique Burton, Stephanie Franklin, and Natasha Jones join us, along with Ashley Lawson and Natalia Robinson. And we want to say good morning and thank you so much for coming in to join us.
Good morning.
I want to start with you, Ashley, and I want to talk a little bit about RUNGRL and why it was founded.
Yeah, absolutely. So we really, as runners ourselves, really felt there was a void in representation in media for Black women. So we decided to create a space where we can tell our authentic stories, host events that allow us to talk about and create community around our unique sort of lived experiences as Black women, as well as use running as a tool for wellness for Black women in general.
And I know wellness is a big talker in the Black community, especially for women with, higher rates of heart disease and things like that. And I understand, Natasha, that a lot of women said hair was the reason they weren't working out.
Absolutely. As Black runners, one of the things we hear most often is, oh, I don't want to sweat my hair out, right? And we know that this is a commitment for Black women to live an active, healthy lifestyle and also maintain healthy hair. So that's kind of why we started to do some research, and we came upon a survey from Wake Forest University that said more than 50% of Black women will either modify their schedule or avoid exercise altogether just to preserve their hair. And so we launched our My Running Hair campaign to kind of give women different ways to preserve and protect their hair and still get out there and get active without having that as a barrier.
Which is wonderful, because I know it's costly and it's time consuming, especially if you have that straight hair in the summer in DC with the humidity. And I know you guys have a lot of great resources for different tricks and tips. Do you have any to share for women who want to maintain their hair while working out and running distance?
Yeah, so I mean, for me, as someone who wore their hair straight for a long time, it took me a while to kind of come to my curly journey. So really utilizing the website, rungrl.co, to look at products that other people have used, and also just asking friends and product swapping. That's really how I've gotten to a point where I've been able to manage my hair, but also get the miles in.
That's great, and it's great that you can go on there and share tips and tricks. And I know you also share a lot of women's journeys to fitness on there that are really inspiring. I checked out the website and I was blown away. What are some of your favorite parts of the website that you think women will enjoy?
We like to highlight and empower women from getting started all the way to people that are experienced runners. So some of my favorite things are the highlights for different women, the information, and then just a celebration of Black women distance runners.
Because I know in the district, there's a lot of distance runners, and this gives a voice to the Black female running community, which is wonderful. And this Thursday, you have an event. Tell us a little bit about it.
We do. This Thursday at 7 p.m., we have an event at the Taylor New York Salon here in D.C. It's Black-owned, and we're having a cocktails and conversation, the root of the issue. And we're giving a space for women to discuss their journey through working out, running, hair, and fitness all around, and just being really transparent about what's going on and what we can do to give ourselves some tips and what we can do next steps.
Perfect. So it's an honest conversation about not just the Black female community and wellness and hair, but just everything to get everyone kind of brought together to work out together, to have beauty tips together. Absolutely. It's very empowering. Are you getting amazing feedback?
Yeah, so far I think this campaign has been really well received because it's something that we all experience. From this week, we are really excited to have Natasha Hastings, who is Olympic and world and national gold medalist.
It's a big deal.
Is also experiencing these same types of things. So, us here in DC, as well as just across the country, really, this is something that we all experience. And to have the opportunity to highlight that and create community around it and really have real conversation about the things that we're experiencing has been awesome.
Well, thank you all for coming in, starting the dialogue. We have that information for you. We brought it up on the screen for the event on Thursday, 7 p.m. in Northwest. Check it out and check out the website. I was really impressed when I saw all the resources there and the wonderful testimonials and stories. So thank you, ladies, so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.